All right, what's up, everybody? Willis here. We're back with another Marvel Rivals video. We've got some huge news for you guys today. We've just got some new information on Season 1, a huge leak, which pretty much confirms all of the characters we're going to be getting in Season 1. All that and more in this video. So yeah, in this video, guys, I'm going to be giving away 2,180 Lattice. All you have to do to enter is like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you are subscribed with bell notifications turned on so you do not miss a video. All right, let's jump into today's video. So starting off, we've just got some new Ultron Lines from XOX Leak over on Twitter. More Ultron Lines says, "I told you, Stark, you are the flaw." So I'm assuming this is between Iron Man and Ultron. He says, "Your flesh is the flaw, Stark." And he says, "You pretend to be a machine, yet you are just organs in a metal shell." I love it. So Ultron is going to be one of the new characters in Season 1. So we'll talk a bit about that later in the video. But up next, if you guys missed this, there will be some new maps as well as some new, I guess you could call them, game modes. We've got Kunlun, the Collector's Theme Park. We've got Thebes, Thebes, I don't know how to say that, Krakoa, Araco, and New York Escort Hybrid. Now, keep this one in mind here. So Marvel Rivals actually just dropped one of the new trailers as well for the Lunar skin for Moon Knight. It looks awesome, and they've stated a release date for January 2nd, and I'm assuming this will also be with the Squirrel Girl skin, but I don't know if it's probably just going to be the Lunar General skin for Moon Knight, or if it's, yeah, going to be both of them. I'm assuming the way they've done it with Venom and Magic, obviously it's going to be like a staggered release, but yeah, the skin looks awesome. I'm not really a Moon Knight player, but I know a lot of people actually love this character, so yeah, pretty huge. Yeah, this is coming January 2nd. So they put out the little poster here, as you can see, or January 3rd, 7 UTC, or January 2nd, 11 PST. It says Squirrel Girl and it says Moon Knight, but I really don't think they're going to be coming together. I'm assuming Squirrel Girl is going to come later. Marvel Rivals just put out a New Year's greeting from the dev team. It's basically just a nice little video of them thanking everyone for a great start of the new year. On this special occasion, we want to extend our warmest wishes and wish everyone a happy new year. We can't wait to express enough how grateful we are for the incredible support from our community. We hope 2025 brings you endless adventures, creativity, and the courage to chase your dreams, both in Marvel Rivals and in your own story. We're looking forward to sharing more fun moments with you in 2025. Be your own superhero. Happy New Year, Rivals. Awesome. We love the devs. As well, if you don't know, most of the devs are Chinese developers, and yeah, that is going to come into play for what we're about to talk about very, very soon. So let's jump into it. Season 1. Season 1 was pretty much leaked a few days ago, but obviously we had minimal info. We didn't have a lot of stuff. We basically had this picture showing that essentially it's going to be some type of like vampire type season, but oh, were we completely wrong, but also right at the same time. Here we go, guys. We have got our first official image of Season 1 in Marvel Rivals. And yeah, can you see who's in the picture? The Fantastic Four. Yeah, to start off the year, they're giving us the full roster of the Fantastic Four. How nuts is that? So we've got the Thing, we've got the Invisible Woman, we've got Mr. Fantastic, and we've got Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. You actually take a look in the back here as well. You can also see there's like a red sort of eclipse going on over New York. And they're actually behind the Baxter building. And I'm assuming this is going to be one of the new maps in New York. It's going to be a vampire-infested New York with this massive, huge blood moon. And it's got something to do with vampires. And it's got something to do with the Fantastic Four. Now, I did translate the image here. As you can see, it says Marvel, obviously Rivals. Season 1 officially launched. Magical Brawl Night. Now, this could be just a botched translation. But essentially, I think this image was put out on like the Chinese TikTok ads by mistake early. So yeah, that seems to be what's happened here. It seems to have gone out way too early. And XOX Leak posted saying the full screenshot shows Season 1 as the official news for January 11th. So obviously take note that the app is for Chinese users. So Season 1 should launch on January 10th. So we're probably going to be getting an announcement over the next few days. And yeah, I'm super hyped. Obviously, you guys have probably heard about all of the Fantastic Four, but if you haven't, we're going to be taking a look at each one of these characters' kits just to keep you guys up to date and obviously what class each character will be. So starting off with the Human Torch. The Human Torch will be a duelist, obviously a DPS. So yeah, let's take a look at the Human Torch kit. If you didn't know, the left click is called Fire Cluster. Launch forward a spittable fireball. His ultimate Q, Supernova, unleash shockwaves to deal damage to enemies within range. During skill activation, the flame field will transform into a fire tornado. And then he's got left shift, enter a state of accelerated ascent. Then he's got Pyro Prison, his E, connect flame fields to form a firewall that deals burning damage to enemies. Then he's got Flaming Meteor, which is his F, dive towards the ground and stun nearby enemies. And then his right click is Blazing Blast, launch a fireball to create a flame field at the targeted area, as well as his team up ability with Storm. Storm can consume one of the Human Torch's fire tornadoes into her ultimate to ignite her hurricane. Likewise, the Human Torch can turn Storm's hurricane into a fiery hurricane with his ultimate, which will then enlarge and intensify any of his fire tornadoes caught in its path. Pretty insane, and obviously the team up will give you a 15% damage boost. So hey, we could be seeing some more Storm Human Torch combos. Maybe she won't be as bad now. In competitive, we'll see if this team up makes it worth it. Up next, we have the Thing. So the Thing will be one of the few Vanguards coming in Season 1. And the Thing, yep, is a Vanguard. Let's take a look at the Thing's abilities, courtesy of Marvel Rivals leaks over on Twitter. So, solid as a rock, immune to enemy knockback, and other displacement effects. This is just his passive. He does not get knocked back or displaced. So, if you're playing, I don't know, like a Groot or like a Magneto into a Thing, yeah, this guy's not going to move. Combination punch, quick and continuous punches. This is his primary. Thunderbolt punch, deliver a devastating punch. We got Furious Charge, continuously charge forward, lifting up enemies in your path, leaving behind seismic zone that prohibits displacement, left shift. And then Battlefield Support, jump towards teammates and adds a damage reduction to them and yourself, your E ability. And Slam Moment, uses tremendous force to knock back all enemies in front of you into the air. Oh, so that's his ultimate. All in all, he sounds like a pretty immovable tank, and I cannot wait to try him out. Apparently as well, he will have a team up with Wolverine where he can throw Wolverine like the Hulk, so that should be pretty fun to play with. Now, obviously, another character which we saw in the Season 1 image was the Invisible Woman. Now, the Invisible Woman will be a healer and will function as a strategist, supporting your team. The passive is Invisible Energy. You've got Psychic Strike. Ability 2 is Psychic Aid. Ability 3 is Psychic Vortex. And the ultimate is Psycho Field. Once again, most of these abilities are translated from Chinese. We really don't have that much information about the Invisible Woman. But yeah, she will be joining us in Season 1 by the looks of it. And then finishing up with our final member of the team is Mr. Fantastic. Now, we all thought that Mr. Fantastic was actually going to be joining us as a Vanguard after these images surfaced online of his kit and basically what he looks like. Tell me this guy was not going to be a Vanguard. But it was confirmed later, and obviously more images came out, and it actually showed Mr. Fantastic shown with the other duelist characters. So it looks like he will be a DPS. Now, I don't know if this is 100% 1000 confirmed, but this looks like a Vanguard kit. But obviously a lot of people who are doing the data mining and stuff, I think they pretty much confirmed that he will be a duelist, a DPS character. So his left click is Elastic Punch, stretch out forward and punch enemies. Brainiac Bounce is his Q, leap and smash, knocking back enemies within range. On hitting an enemy, leap again up 6 times. Reflective Barrier is his left shift, stretch your body to absorb damage before launching stored damage in the target direction. His E is Flexible Elongation. Select the target and dash to it, dealing damage to enemies and granting bonus health to allies. His right click is Rubber Grip. Extend arms forward to entangle hit enemies, then press left click to select and yank 2 more enemies. His passive, Elastic Strength, skills generate elasticity, boosting attack power. Reaching full elasticity triggers an inflated state that restores health and boosts even more damage. So yeah, a pretty insane kit with his passive. It seems almost like a Vanguard DPS or like a Vanguard duelist. It's a very like brawler type character. I kind of like it. So yeah, going back to the Season 1 official image. If we look in the background here, we can see a lot of bats. Now it is a very low resolution image, but yeah, I don't know what's happening in Season 1, but like I said, this sort of explains it. Magical Brawl Night. It seems like vampires have invaded New York. That's going to be the new map. And yeah, the Fantastic Four are here to help, because obviously we can see the Baxter building in the background there. I'm pretty sure that is the Fantastic Four's sort of home base. So the new map will probably be centered around New York Fantastic Four vampires. Nice. So going back to Blade. Now, Blade leaked a while back. If you don't know who Blade is a vampire hunter in the Marvel Comics. And obviously, if you watched the Blade movies, you know he's a pretty badass guy that slays vampires. So by the looks of it, Blade will, I'm assuming at some point in season 1, make an appearance. Whether or not he's going to be there from the start, I don't know. But yeah, pretty nuts. I can't wait to see what Blade does. And then finishing up, which was confirmed from a bunch of leakers, that we will be seeing Ultron in season 1. But this kind of doesn't make me think we will, as we're already getting like 5 new characters in one season. So me personally, I don't think Ultron will be in season 1. But hey, I could be surprised. But let's take a look at this kit. Nevertheless, he's got Encephalo Ray, unleash a burning energy beam. Rage of Ultron is his Q, summon Ultron drones to fire Encephalo Rays, damaging enemies or healing allies. His left shift is dynamic flight. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. He's going to be a healer. Imperative patch. Command a giant drone to follow an ally, constantly healing allies in his radius with additional healing for the designated ally. His right click is imperative firewall. Summon drones to grant bonus health to allies within range, centered on himself and the ally marked with imperative patch. And his passive is algorithm correction. Hold space to fall slowly. So he will be one of the very few flying strategists in the game. So that should be interesting. But yeah, other than that, guys, take everything with a grain of salt so far. By the looks of it, and this looks like pretty dawning evidence that, yeah, season 1 will be centered around the Fantastic Four. And I did mention it in my other videos. I really did think they were going to be coming later in the year. Maybe in like season 2, closer to the launch of the actual movie to sort of promote it. But yeah, it looks like we will be getting it sooner than expected. And hey, I'm all for it. The Fantastic Four for season 1 is a great start. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, be sure to leave a like. In this video, guys, we're going to be giving away 2,180 Lattice. So to enter, just like this video, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. We announced the winners over in Discord, so if you're not in the Discord, come and drop by. We do have a really cool system in the Discord where active members can also earn prizes and stuff like that. So if you just interact with the community, have fun, chat about Marvel Rivals, hey, you could be earning some cool prizes at the same time. Anyway, see you guys in my next video. This has been Willis Gaming, and peace.